So here is a big branch of Julie mango. Now, Julie's a really popular variety, so I top worked this part of the Hayden tree to Julie. And it's also a variety that I like to graft in other areas of the grove. So almost always I have some scions that are, areas of the tree that I'm waiting to be ready to graft. And so I've snipped leaves, and it's like back in the fall, I snipped some leaves here. And then instead of producing leaf, little leaf buds, it shot out panicles. There were flowers here. So, that was months ago that I snipped those leaves, and no, it was never good for grafting. In fact, there's one right below it, same thing, snipped those leaves, and it has one of the few fruit that this part of the tree has. That's a little Julie mango, so hopefully it will become a big Julie mango at some point. But there's just a lot of weird stuff that grows on this time of year. We've had weather that's been cold and warm. We've had a bloom that has failed. Most of the bloom on Julie was just knocked out by powdery mildew. So, for this size of a tree, has very few fruit on it. So there's been, like this big problem. Here's one, that a scion that might possibly be good. It sent out a panicle. None of the fruit are on it now, but there's some little buds here. So those are probably leaf buds. When it's a flower bud, it's usually more rounded. But as we go over here, we had, this was a panicle at the end of this one that just got knocked off a few minutes ago. But, again, that was a scion that we had prepared, but it looks like there's possibly a panicle coming out of here too. So, really not a good scion to use, even though it's been leafless for months. Next to it, what is really interesting to me, though, because this is a younger shoot, and we have buds here, and those look like flower buds. That one for sure is. So, hopefully this tree will bloom again, and hopefully more than just this one little shoot. But that's fun. There's one other area right here which is interesting. So again, this is a prepared scion. It is never going to be sold for grafting. You look at it from a distance, there's leaves, so yay, leaves. If you look at it up close, there are lots of little flower buds. So this is actually mixed bloom that is coming out here. And even this little one on the side, mixed bloom. There's little flowers coming out there. So anyway, that's one big reason why we won't be selling scions of Julie mango anytime soon is we want people to have a successful experience with grafting and not get flowers. But Julie's not the only variety that this is a problem with. And so when we do start selling scions, we will do it in a very limited way. Only certain varieties that we feel confident the scions will be successful. And Julie, you'll just have to wait for a while, because it looks like at least a few of these tips are going to produce flowers, and we don't want to interfere with Julie fruit, and we don't want to sell a scion that is not going to be, like an ideal scion. We want those new leaves, the new buds, to form leaves and not panicles.